You know, relationships work on that. That's the biggest shit.
Communication is the key to all success and
respect for
happiness.
sure, and then communication. You know, I've been talking about this all month. Like respect is everything.
underrated.
Like, yeah, and that's on some hood shit. That's on some business shit. That's on everything. Like
respect.
you walking down the street, you look a man in his eye, he gonna treat you different than a nigga that's just walking
Respect
around.
is
Like,
better than communication.
for sure.
What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm L'Oreal. Don't mess up the flow.
I'm Inglewood, sir. How y'all doing?
All right. Well, first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
And congratulations on Chasing Summer.
Thank you.
And
my God.
We had to toast to that because you came in here and tried to act like you wasn't going to have a drink with us.
Sure did.
Man, y'all already know why.
No,
you
we
know
don't.
where I came from.
Yes, he already was drinking.
Yeah.
Somebody think they us. No, I'm playing.
Ooh. Shots fired.
No, but seriously, congratulations. So it's now officially...
I'm sorry.
Is it your first time here? No, but now it's officially cuffing season, right?
That's correct.
That's correct. So what you gonna do?
I mean, I'm cuffing, of course.
All right, so you cuffed already or are you ready to cuff?
I'm cuffed.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So is that a basis of some of this album?
Yes and no. A lot of this is like past experience and,
Good answer.
you know, people that I've, you know, just things I come across. I've done a lot of traveling over the last like 3 years and a lot of shows and stuff like that. And just, you know, the things I see kind of, you know, help, you know, me paint pictures and stuff like that. But a lot of this is personal experience and, you know, it's growth really. It's hard to talk about that kind of stuff, but it's the perfect stuff to be honest about because a lot of people can relate. And,
Right.
you know, even though I'm in my situation, it doesn't mean I can't relate to somebody in a separate situation. You know?
Like the song Still Blue with Jill Scott, which I really like.
Right.
But do you think that everybody at some point in their relationship, it just gets kind of like dull?
Yes, I think that, you know, that's the most important part about a relationship is finding ways to keep it fun and, you know, keep your interest where it should be, you know what I mean? And like Still Blue is definitely a grass is always greener type song, you know what I mean? So that's the picture that I was trying to paint. And with Miss Jill, she made it easy. Her flow is like forever.
What was the longest relationship you've ever been in?
I'm still currently in it. It's going on
2 weeks.
No, it's going on 15 years.
Whoa!
Really?
God.
Whoa.
So when did all these other experiences happen on that?
I
Along the bumpy
not
road.
adding up.
Along the bumpy road. Don't act like y'all ain't been in rough relationships.
Yeah.
My relationship is good now because we choose for it to be that way. You know what I mean? I think we've learned a lot about each other and about other people, you know what I mean, through our past experiences. And the respect is just way too high. You know what I mean? So.
Ah, shit.
So was it like, what?
Uh-oh.
So was it
See,
like
but
an
she's
off
going
and
through a
on thing?
breakup.
Yeah, she is.
Oh no, I'm
But-
sorry to hear that.
It's done. I already live in Atlanta.
You here, girl.
Because planes fly every day, D.
Okay.
Was it like an on and off situation at some points, or but
no.
you still counted as 15 years, or was y'all together the whole entire time?
No, it was definitely on and off at the beginning, but we've been married for 10, so.
Wow.
Oh, you're married.
Yes, I am.
Marriage is tough, from
Yeah.
what I hear.
No, I mean it's just it's what you make it like anything else, man. If you want to be happy in your marriage, you will be. If you want to make your marriage a miserable mess, you will. You know what I mean? It just depends on what the fuck you want.
But don't you think that happens, like, at some point things are... It's inevitable, right? In every relationship, especially when you're together for a long time, there's going to be points where you feel like, I don't know if I want to be in this. There's going to be points where you feel like, this is boring. How can I spice it up? There's going to be points... You know, it's just, you have to go through those things.
Right, but it's like any other relationship. You just got to choose what you want. You know, a lot of people don't want to be in relationships that they're in, so they do things to, you know, destroy
Sabotage.
Sabotage, yeah, all
I
day.
ful like guys do that more than girls.
Ah,
I feel like I do.
I feel like guys want
You're
you
a
to
guy.
break up with them
I'm
because
gonna-
they don't want to break up with
I'm
you.
a lady.
I'm gonna hold my tongue because it's 4-on-1.
No, you
No,
not.
no, no.
No, you're not gonna
You
hold
got
that
this. But you got this.
All right, now I'll just say, man, I think that, you know, there's two sides to every coin. So, you know, men are guilty of, I tell people all the time, I know what type of nigga I am. You know what I mean? And at certain times, I can be an ain't shit ass nigga, but I know a lot of women that, you know, kind of mirror certain things that I do as a man to, you know, irritate their counterpart. And I've seen some really like vindictive things from women, you know what I mean? And I've also seen some really vindictive things from my homies trying to get back at, you know, their, you know, love or whatever. And
What about yourself? Have you been vindictive?
I'm a Scorpio, so I'm like,
yes,
I'm
absolutely.
either hot or cold.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You know, my worst boyfriend in life was a Scorpio.
But the thing about us is we're also like loyal to the core, like to a dumb fault.
No, I'm playing.
Not this one.
Not the one I knew.
Yeah.
Oh man, nah. But you know, it just depends on the person, I think, man.
True.
So what have you done that's been vindictive?
Oh man,
Like, give me an example of something that you've done.
broken windows.
What?
That's what I'm young. This is my homie.
Yeah, on some. Not even trying. No, I wasn't even trying to. I wasn't trying to.
You
It was over some
window?
dumb shit. I was like trying to get a vacuum. This was a long time ago. This is probably like
You gotta
trying to
explain
get something out the back of her car,
it
some
wasn't
dumb
for
shit.
that.
Yeah, and I
me.
like was banging my hand on the window. I cracked her whole shit.
Why
and,
was
like,
there a vacuum in the back?
Did you replace it?
This guy
the
crazy.
window? Yes.
That's
yeah,
all that
yeah.
matters.
No. We were at
did.
peace real quick. That's the thing, man. Like I'm over the top when I get like angry, but I'm also very peaceable on the other side. So I try to like make up for my mistakes, you know. So I'm like,
I broke her windshield, then I bought a new washing machine.
I don't know vacuum. Right, the vacuum.
The handheld joint.
Now, would you intervene if you saw like a domestic situation? We've been looking at all these men doing crazy shit. So let's just say, because you know sometimes people just want to mind their damn business. But let's just say you're walking on the street, you don't know what happened, and you see a man, you know, putting his hands on a woman.
I'd intervene. Yeah, for sure. No question. No question.
You would help.
Definitely. I mean, I would at least diffuse the
Intervene,
situation.
yeah.
Yeah, intervening don't mean I got to be physical with him.
Right.
But if I try to separate the situation and he doesn't, you know, accept it like he should, it might change things. But that all depends on the situation. You know what I mean? But I'll definitely like diffuse the bomb.
Would you call the police?
Like that. Nah, not right away. I'm not.
Man,
you gotta be careful. Sometimes the girls start beating you up.
Right.
No, for sure.
For touching him.
Listen, on my way here, I was walking down the street and there was two younger kids and they was arguing over the phone, something with the phone, and he snatched her phone. So a white woman came running over like, is everything okay? I was Stevie Wonder because I already know how it go. You know what I mean? He was either going to slam that phone or something was going to happen, but that's not none of my business.
You just got to read the room. For sure. You know what I mean? Like,
She was in the-
like,
in
check
the
your
middle.
surroundings. Once a white woman's involved,
She
turn
gonna get-
around and walk the other
Yeah.
way.
Let her
It's
handle that.
handled.
That white women have more balls than all of
It's
us.
taken care of.
Domestic Debbie.
Don't worry about that.
You can't tell me. Have you ever had somebody grab your phone? Have you ever had your wife grab your phone out your hand while you?
Nah, not my
There's
wife.
nothing you could do.
Not my wife.
Listen. What?
Somebody tried to steal my phone, but not my wife.
What? She tried to steal your phone?
No, not a girl. No. Not
Oh.
no relationship. I'm from the hood. Somebody done like try to push me in the bushes and take my phone. on some crazy shit. I used
We
to live
gotta
in the
get that on
jungle.
camera.
man. Shout out to
thinking something
Santo
else.
Tomas.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm from the hood too. I got my back in the days. They snatched my neck and ran twice.
yeah, you
My
already know this
daughter
shit
at the
is
train station.
it's real.
Did you ping them?
No, that's it. Back in the days when you lost a Nextel, it was over. That's it. There was
Oh,
nothing you
man.
could do. All they
Yeah,
had
I
to do
remember
was
the
change
Nextels.
SIM card, and that's it.
Damn,
But
that's
what-
like the Nokia, the flip phone days.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
had, oh,
The Motorola
God.
two-way
Oh my
pager.
God.
After the
Remember that
Nokia.
ringer?
Remember they had the smart beep where you had to beep somebody, but you had to pay?
Oh, nah, I don't remember
They had
that
rich
one.
shit.
Angela.
It was 99 cents every time you
See,
text
yeah,
somebody.
you was rich.
So no,
That's
free
not
phone.
rich. You had to pay to text them. I'm
yeah,
not
that's
doing
some
We
that
had
rich
the free
shit.
phones.
You no guy ain't never tried to take none of y'all phones.
Hell
and
yeah,
get
that
phone-
happened to me.
Did it?
Oh my God.
A date, a boyfriend.
Yeah. Somebody. you
I had
fuck
a
with.
guy grab my phone, run in the bathroom, and lock the door.
That happened.
Oh, but yeah,
Lord.
yeah, that happened to me.
Is that
Who is this bitch?
Is that new?
No, he just read my iPad.
Oh, that's even worse because they get to take their time.
No, the worst is when somebody
I had left
and
it
then
in the
look,
house and went to work.
he locked the door to the bathroom, and then I can't get in, and I know you have my phone.
And you trying to bang on that motherfucker, they know you did something wrong.
It was
'cause
so corny to me. Like if
Some
you do
bitch
something like
shit.
that, I'll never look
For-
at you the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
I have a question for y'all.
Oh shit.
What do you think? Because I'm married, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it is about like married men that like women find interesting? Single women.
Probably they figure you're a good guy because you're married. But like he's nice.
That shit to me,
He's a
that's
good
I think
guy
that's
for
the
her,
that's the
not
biggest
for
problem I run into is just women that say things that show that they don't give a fuck.
You know
that
how
I'm
kids
married.
always want somebody else's toy.
Oh my God,
Angela
Angela.
got all the answers.
Right? We need to do more evening shows.
I
Wow.
analyze
Coming with me tonight.
everything.
Wow.
Okay, and not just that. Sometimes people want what you sometimes want, something with no strings attached.
True.
Nah, I can see that.
And you
Yeah,
like,
that too.
I don't got to
Yeah.
worry about
But
him.
I
The
don't-
no strings attached.
Some people
thing
just
for
don't
sure.
fucking care.
But that's not how it
think-
I
works.
don't think. I think the average woman doesn't want to be with a married man.
I didn't say that. No, that's
I know
true.
a lot of
No,
women
we're not
like
talking.
every-
but
We're not
more
talking
of
about
us are like,
statistics.
huh?
But there's
I
No,
know
no,
a lot
no.
of
there
We're
are
not talking
women
about
who just, like,
statistics.
don't
There's women that
and this is
prefer
just a
married
question
men.
because I want a female perspective.
Like,
I know
who's
all my
this
homies. We talk
woman?
about this all the time. Like, what the fuck is going on? But
Some people like a challenge.
Who's
Some-
the thought?
I mean, I'm
Some
not.
people probably just feel like that's her problem.
And for you, sir, you're in a different situation because you're also a celebrity. So you're married and you're a celebrity.
Nah, but I got
Now, the
homies
average
that's married.
man-
I got homies that's married that go through the same thing I go through. It's on different levels and it's different people coming at you, and it's all different situations. But
They probably on Tinder. Like, why are all these women hitting me?
man, Instagram and Snapchat.
Right, I feel like even
like,
a girlfriend. I don't even like when a guy, if a guy has
Even a
It's the same.
girlfriend,
It's
exactly.
weird to me.
It's. I think it's different.
It doesn't
I think
make
it's the
him
same, but it's
attractive.
still a little.
Yeah,
it's
but I
different,
feel like karma is a big part of the situation for me. So I feel like, you know what it is? I went through something really, really bad that involved somebody knowing that my guy at the time was in a relationship. So I think after that, I felt like I was getting my karma for whatever bullshit I might have did before.
Because he was in a relationship.
Yeah, because he was in a relationship. You know how you get him, how you lose him type shit. That's how it goes.
How you meet him is how you keep him.
Yeah, that's
or don't.
whatever the shit is.
Yep.
Same shit. So I just felt like after that, I'm like, let me try my best to find out real the truth. Cause you got to dig, because a nigga will lie and act like he's single as a fucking
you have to
dollar
ask them,
bill.
is there anyone who I was under the impression that they are in a
So I
relationship
seen
with you?
that.
Yeah,
But
not
before
are you in
that-
a relationship? Is there
Before that-
somebody else that think you in a relationship?
Yeah.
I've been on that.
Is someone in a
You'd be
relationship
like,
with you?
Are you? Do you have a girlfriend? No. Does your girlfriend know she's not your
Yeah.
girlfriend? Like
Because you could date a guy and not even know he was in a relationship.
It happens every day.
All
Now
the
that
time.
happens every day, B.
I remember
Every day.
I was dating a guy and he came to me and was like, so I just want to know, is this going to go somewhere? Because if not,
I gotta tell my wife.
no, he was going to propose to another woman. I didn't even know he was dating
wait.
somebody
Wait, what?
else. But he was like, but
What?
before I do that, I just want to see what's going to happen here.
Imagine.
I was like, you should go ahead and propose.
Right.
Yeah, if you got to do this.
Yeah.
First
I'm
of
not
all,
gonna-
you shouldn't even be marrying her if you got a question if something is going on with you, because then
With
you're not
somebody
100% happy.
He
with
was a
that
nice guy,
person.
but I couldn't stand the way he dressed. Like, he wore clothes with huge logos on them.
Oh God.
No.
And this
no,
was back
no.
in the day when it was
it
like,
wasn't trending.
What brand was it?
Because it's
then?
trending right
What
now.
logo?
it would be like Mecca.
Oh,
Fat Farm.
Yeah.
Fubu.
I was like, relax
Mecca,
with
was
all
it
the
light
logos.
blue?
Said matching on the baby blue.
Yeah, the baby blue Mecca shirt.
It was awful. And
With
his
the navy
jeans was
logo.
so like,
Two shoestrings in his Air Force Ones.
You know what?
Two different colors.
Yes.
and you know
Blue and
what's
white.
even worse? Because he worked in
We
he
just
worked
showed
in
our age.
finance.
now.
He worked
We
in
just definitely showed our
finance,
age.
but he always his suits were terrible too.
No,
like
like
ill
that.
fitted and big.
Like the
Yeah.
gaudy.
Wow,
yeah,
you
the
gotta,
church suits.
guys.
The
You have to
Bruce
get your
Bruce.
My
shit
dad,
made.
wears those type of suits. But my dad has an excuse. He has the age where he can do that and
Right,
pull it off.
right.
Like, but if you
They
ain't
don't
wearing
know
an
no
Italian cut, I might as
gotta
well.
get
We
it
might as well just go to the
tailored.
parking lot now.
And
We
even
gotta.
if
Yeah,
it's
if
like
you my
a,
homie, nah, for
even
sure,
if
we
it's
gotta
like a
fight.
cheap H&G warehouse type situation. You can take it to the cleaners and get it fitted, and then it looks like it
You
costs
gotta get
money.
it tailored.
Yeah,
You're
That's
gonna
all
pay
you
more
gotta
to get
do.
it fitted than you
There
pay
you
for
go.
the
Nah,
suit.
I mean,
that's the real
Zara
secret, though. The
you look
tailor is the
nice.
real
Zara
secret,
has
though.
some cute little suits for men that you could finesse. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't that bad up in there.
Well,
It's too late now.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
a
done.
while ago, but his suits used to fit so ill, and I was like,
Ugh.
And then bad
Casket
bad
French.
shoes really are a big deal.
What's that?
Bad shoes.
Oh, bad shoes.
Yeah. Like it's just, I was like, it just used to bother me. Is that superficial?
No. Style is a part of everything. Like if you ain't fucking with what motherfucker wearing, then that's a problem.
Right.
I hope
People
you're
see
not
before
interested.
they speak to you or hear you or anything.
Now, speaking of being superficial, right? Let's just say you're, since you're married, but let's just make a hypothetical situation.
Sure.
You're with a woman and she decides that she wants to get some surgery done to her body, some plastic surgery. Do you think she has to consult with you first, or can she just go ahead and do it?
I definitely would appreciate her consulting with me, depending on our relationship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say my wife asked, was interested in it.
Right.
She's gonna consult with me, and not just
You
because
come
I'm
home
like
like-
I'm that type of dude where I'm like, baby, everything. It's just we got that kind of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna give somebody in my family 5 racks, I'm going to talk to her first. If I'm going to give somebody in my family $40,
Right.
I'm going to tell her first. You know
Really?
what I mean?
$40?
Like, nah, just
Yes,
I mean, I'm
$40.
just saying, like, it's that type of thing where it's easier for us to be like, yeah, yo, this is what it is.
Right.
And she knows me. If she said, yo, baby, I just want to get a little tummy tuck, a little lift, a little here and there, I'm going to be like, yeah, baby, go ahead. I don't mind.
Makeover.
Do your thing. You know what I mean?
But
And-
sometimes those things are hard for women to talk about too.
Nah, I agree.
And maybe they made their mind up already. Sorry.
No,
about
no,
that.
it's okay. I'm every single y'all know I got plastic surgery. Every single surgery I've gotten, I've consulted with a guy before I did it. For sure.
A guy.
I was
the guy you
single.
were
with the
with
guy
or just
who,
a guy?
a guy I was with at the time, because the first time I got a surgery, I was with my son's father. I was getting my boobs done. And of course, he was paying for it. So,
Oh, okay, so
of course
he
I
had to consult.
him. And then I did the Brazilian
The Brazilian butt lift.
in Miami. Yeah. And of course, again, I had to consult with him because
He was paying for it.
paying
What if
for
he
it.
wasn't paying for it? Though? What if he wasn't paying for it? Would you have still consulted
Yeah, of
with
course,
him?
we were living together. It's like, babe, wouldn't you like
No,
this?
that's a mandatory thing, and I think it's more about the, it's like more about the money.
know
It
what
ain't
I'm
about
saying?
like her wanting to change herself. You know what I mean? Because if somebody's in that state of mind where that's what they want, you know what I mean? It's gonna help more than it's gonna hurt. You know what I mean? I feel like, and I don't feel like me, having an attitude about it is gonna make her feel any better about herself. You know what I mean? And that's
What if you
just
didn't want her
common
to?
sense.
What would you say?
I mean, I say I love you the way you are, and hope that she believe me. You know?
Speaking from someone who's also had plastic surgery, we hate when people say you didn't need that. You don't need
Because
that.
you done made your mind up already on what you wanted, right?
But it's not about what you think. It's about what I want is my body.
I think that's the
With
most.
go.
Nah, go ahead.
No, you.
After you, nah. I know what I'm gonna say.
You're not gonna have no polite fight.
That wasn't for like
Pardon me. Pardon you. Great poupon.
Yeah, I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, friend.
But you're the guest. So. But go ahead.
Yeah. All right. But my son's father, when he got me, he says he got me the surgery because he was tired of me covering them up. He was tired of me holding them. He could tell I was uncomfortable. He knew that it would make me feel better about myself.
Yeah.
That's why he even everything, any surgery he bought me, it was because of that.
Has anybody ever told you no, don't do it?
They always start with no. You got to talk them into it. You
I
got to
was
make
single
them. You
when
got
I
to
had
open up
every
their
surgery.
mind.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was. Even in my life while I was single.
So you didn't consult with a motherfucking person.
Well, my ex was around when I got my breast done the second time, and he tried to convince me to go bigger.
Oh,
But we
what?
weren't, like, it was
good
very
time.
new in
That
our.
doesn't seem like
No, that's
opposition
interesting.
at all.
No, that's interesting to me.
No,
'cause
it
I
was
ain't-
very new in our relationship. Like we wasn't even technically in a relationship at the time. We had kind of just started
Right.
like kicking it. So I didn't like consult with him, but I just told him like, yeah, Thursday I got an appointment at Dr. J office. I'm getting a little retouch on my.
You got your pussy done and didn't say nothing.
Oh yeah, but that's not surgery.
Okay.
What is that?
I got laser rejuvenation. Like they
Right,
just
that's
stuck
it.
a laser in, and that's not surgery.
But you was gonna say something, and you said you was gonna remember. So I would love to hear what you had to say.
Oh no!
gonna say he
no,
got his,
definitely. No, I was
dick
just gonna say.
done.
Nah.
Yeah, I got that before. My balls is a little bigger. I got a bigger dick and abs.
My wife paid for it.
360.
Shut up.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
I'm done today. I'm just gonna drink.
Damn, I don't forgot what I was gonna say. No, I remember. It was good. It was good.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
go.
No, I mean, all I was gonna say is self-image is important. How you see yourself is the most important thing. This is like,
Man, listen.
you can't see past this. Like, all I see is what's coming out of my fucking eyes. I don't know what you're looking at. I don't know how you perceive me.
Right.
How I perceive myself is, you know what I mean? It gets me in this room. It makes me confident enough to be in front of you guys. And same with y'all. Y'all sitting here feeling comfortable right now because you looked in the mirror like, boom, bitch, this me. You know what I mean? So, I think like however you perceive yourself is very important. If you need a little augmentation or you need some change up, I ain't gonna hold that against you.
I was as flat as this table.
For real?
I was a
But
30.
you still was pulling guys
didn't think
anyway,
about
I was
though,
a
you know.
34A.
Wasn't you still pulling
Okay,
guys, though?
sis.
I'm a 34 double D now.
Oh shit! I wish I could.
And it's the
have
second
same
period.
story for you.
I went from an A to a C and a C to a double D.
I was always thick. Like when I was a kid, I was small on the top. Like I had little boobs and a fat ass and big thighs.
You still got big thighs.
But yeah, but after I had my kid, I turned crackhead skinny. My ass was gone. Everything
Really?
was gone. Yeah,
That happens, yeah.
You know,
Skinny,
some girls get fatter. I get
Yeah.
skinny. I turn into a crackhead after the baby sucks everything out of me. Breastfeeding and eating vegetables.
That might be
milk.
better than lipo for some people.
I swear. Yeah.
But it might not be the way you want it.
Have a baby.
No, but it's not the way you want it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because I had
'Cause
a
they don't
nice
wanna get the
ass. I
curves.
had a nice ass before I had my son. I was a stripper before I had my son. So I had muscles, you know, like, but then I just sucked out. Like, I just turned into a dead body.
No,
He
stop
sucked your
it.
ass out of you.
Yeah, I was just God, like everything. And I swear, like with a pregnancy, everything went bad. Like I feel like my body got really skinny. My teeth started hurting. Like,
Really?
everything just like you really give life to the kid.
true.
You really do. It takes a lot out of you. My hair fell
Let me
out.
get back on birth
like,
Wait,
control.
when does your teeth? Yeah, when does your teeth
My
stop
teeth?
hurting?
My
Scaring
teeth.
everybody.
Luckily, I
like
had
my
got
teeth.
some. Luckily, I had got my teeth. I went to the dentist because I'm always on top of my teeth, even before I got the veneers. I've always been on top of my teeth. So luckily, I went and I got work done before I got pregnant. But they went bad. I ended up having to do a root canal and everything after my son. They changed color and everything. Being pregnant is no joke.
Do you guys ever have surgery that you regret having done? Like anything done?
Well, y'all know I got illegal butt shots. And I don't regret
You
it.
regret it?
No, I don't regret it. But I wish that I did it before BBL. And even if there was a BBL, I was 110 pounds. So what
Yeah, you
fat
wouldn't
was
have
I
had
gonna
the
move?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So, you know, I wish that I would have not done that and went the safer route. But I mean, it's in there now. So
Right.
I don't regret the butt shots. I love them.
There was a period of time that you wanted to take every.
I love them.
Remember, there was a period of time that
No,
you
I
wanted to
love
get
mine
rid of
too. Yeah,
everything.
No, I got skinny. I
She
didn't.
lost weight.
No, I didn't.
Remember when she lost, like,
Everybody
40
thinks I
pounds?
did a surgery and I
She
lost my
starved
ass.
herself. I watched.
No, what happened was the Brazilian butt lift expired. You know what I'm saying? Like
They
that shit
expired?
only
Yeah,
lasts like
you're
5
fat.
years.
It
You-
does.
you're
I
fat.
didn't know that.
The
Yeah,
fat, like, it
it's
goes
fine.
There's a
away.
lot going into this.
No, that's true.
Yeah, so
Shit.
you know,
It goes down.
I get because I'm a small person. Like I'm not a thicker person. I'm always lean. You know, like long and lean. So eventually, I was gonna lose the weight from the Brazilian butt lift. So the ass was gone. Everybody thinks I got a surgery to take it out. No, when they left, what I did, I got butt shots.
Yep.
Damn.
I
Learn
can't
something
live
new
without an
every day.
ass.
I didn't know none of that shit.
Listen to me.
I don't know
yo.
none
I
of this
can't
goes.
live without an ass.
Starved
Come
herself
on.
for 40 days and lost 40 pounds.
I lost
She
40
lived
pounds.
off
I
of
was
water,
skinny as
weed,
fuck.
and
Yes.
cigarettes.
That sounds
Yes.
unhealthy.
40
I
days.
just want to say.
I was there, like I saw it. I
Yes,
used to try
I
to
got
cook and
skinny as
feed you. You
fuck
used to like,
and
bitch,
no
I ain't
ass, no
Now,
ass.
let me ask
and
you
then
guys-
no money. Nobody wanted to book me. I wasn't getting no parties. I wasn't getting no likes on Instagram.
He's like, let me put this shit back.
I mean, I'm glad she said something about money.
So I
Only
made
because
it.
I know you mentioned money. You said you wouldn't give $40 without talking to your wife about it. Do you talk to her about how much money you make for things? Is that a
No,
discussion?
She don't want no business.
Yeah, so you'd be like, I got this for this, and like, does she work as well? I mean,
She
not to
just
get
quit her
that
job
much.
4 days ago.
Wow.
I told her that, yeah, like
Did you want
last
her
week.
to? You
Yeah,
wanted
I
her
told
to?
her to. Yeah, definitely.
Good.
She worked for me.
And she tells you like,
that's
this is how
good.
much I make. I just wonder if everybody shares that in a relationship. Like, this is how much I make.
It all depends on the relationship. Like I said, we've been together for such a long time. It's
Right.
not like anything I would keep from her.
She was with you before you had. She was with you before you had shit.
Right.
Yeah,
Like we damn near
right.
old people at this point. It's hilarious. I'm
You couldn't
bored,
even
she's
ask
the
bored,
best.
we
You couldn't even
got the house
imagine.
staring at each other like,
Haha, we had a great time.
yeah, you wanna watch some Netflix?
You couldn't even imagine starting over with somebody who don't even know you.
No,
like that.
I tell her that all the time. If she ever leave me or if you know some God forbid we ever like break up, I'm never gonna get in a relationship like that again.
It's tough out there when you see other people on social media and the relationship drama they be having with their new relationships. It'd be like
Starting
I
a
don't want that
relationship
shit.
is so trash. I
People
hate
be
it.
looking in love for like 2 hours, and then like you go to now. Okay, I'll say like 2 rows of pictures, and then you go down to like the next one, and it's like
and you
Great
come back
example.
3 days later and they're gone. The 2 rows are gone.
Then it say single, and
Right.
you're like, all right,
Okay.
this is over already.
And then they be posting those deep subliminal quotes.
Yeah.
We know what
I feel
happened.
like y'all talking about me right now.
Sorry. We wasn't even thinking about you.
Gee.
We was actually talking about somebody else because I know who we talking about.
But yeah, Gigi, you've done it.
But you too, bitch. Then yes.
Gigi,
I archived all those pictures. Get them out of here.
Gigi will post a picture where she is standing there looking fly and say some subliminal shit.
It's been 10 years for me to learn myself, and now
That's
I
right.
made it. Winning. £, she's it. No, I'm joking.
No, Gigi will post some
Fuck
shit.
niggas get money.
Hey,
Right.
cut a nigga off and my checks got bigger.
£.
Ouch. But can you imagine like having that social media drama? Like you so lucky you don't got to go through that shit. Oh my God.
You know what? I think that like you bring the hell into your life that you want. You know what I mean? And I've learned my lesson with that on a small scale. You know what I mean? Like just like having to deal with just the thought of her being with another nigga and that type shit. And me like breaking up with her and seeing her like going out and having her fun and
Good
like,
for her.
that type of shit will fuck me up. And that's how I know like I ain't with none of that shit. Like
So wait, hold on.
Yeah, I ain't about
Y'all
that
broke
life.
up and she went out with somebody else and you.
Yep.
That
and
is
that shit tore me
amazing.
up.
So sometimes that's what you got to do.
Yeah,
That's
I
when
was
he
like,
broke the window for the vacuum.
boy,
He
Give me
didn't
my
need that
vacuum cleaner. You're not going to be vacuuming after no other.
He didn't even need that vacuum.
Yeah,
He got
shit,
two in the
shit,
crib.
it shit messed me up bad,
Right.
man. And I think after that we've been straight ever since. She proved her point.
She was scared.
She
But that
like,
is
nigga,
true.
you're not the
Some-
only one. You're not the only one that
Oh,
can get up
sometimes
on.
you gotta give a guy a taste of his own medicine.
Right.
Yeah, and it
Queen
ain't
Naja.
And we never want to. We never want to be with another guy, but y'all force us to give it to y'all. Y'all
Yeah.
force us.
And she
And
proved
then
it.
it's a hell. Everything. Oh my God, the whole world ended.
Yeah.
So tell me what
Yeah,
happened.
we the
with
biggest
another
babies
nigga.
for sure. Nah,
Tell me
we-
the
we was
scenario
living-
and what
we
you
was-
did.
We was living in the
I
J's.
know
I was
it.
living with a whole bunch of my homies. I had my brother and his girl living there, and it was just hell in my house. I was stressed, and I was just projecting it all on her. You know, just young. I was like 22 at the time, or 21 or some shit like that. And I decided I was like, we ain't gonna be together, and just basically like almost cussed her out and was just
Being a
disrespectful. Yeah,
22-year-old.
exactly. Like being
Yes,
stupid and
yes.
got up on and left and moved to Hollywood. I moved to like Hollywood and Cherokee, like right on the boulevard, and just was wilding out. Was out there on drugs, on all kind of shit, and spent like 6 months by myself suffering. And then my mama came and moved me back to Inglewood and like had me in my own little, hole so that I can like get healthy again and get my mind right. And during that whole time we were broken up, and I found out through my sister that she was going out with this nigga. I ain't gonna say his name, but she was
Fuck you.
Yeah, going out with this nigga. Not even. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Because without you, you know what I mean, I wouldn't have figured it out. You know what I mean? But yeah, once I found out, we talked about it, and she was like, yeah,
Was he popping?
not really. It was whatever.
You're
know
not
what I
gonna
mean?
admit it,
Like,
was you?
yeah. No, I mean for her, like look, back then what he did, like his gesture was like he
He
bought
was
her
lit.
a pair of J's. He bought her some shoes.
Oh,
and
no.
shit. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
What?
So she brought them motherfuckers
Were they
home and showed them to me,
They
huh?
matching J's?
Oh, they
Nah, they
had
weren't matching.
James. Oh, hell
But
no.
she
You gotta
know,
slap him.
She know I used to look at them shoes every day, like just waiting for her to give me the
Be
okay.
mad
I
at
burned
the
them
J's.
motherfuckers.
You
yeah.
burned the
Yeah,
J's?
Yeah,
Come on, let's try to get
she
rid
wore
of
them
them
like twice,
shits.
and both times she wore them, like I was just uncomfortable the whole day.
Gosh.
She's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Fucking nothing." You know what I mean? Like that type, man. Like, yeah, I was lost. My eyes
That's
was
great.
bloodshot. She
You
could
should
see
have
right
cut
through
the
me.
tongues out of them.
Nah, we
Which
definitely
J's
like
were
got
they?
rid of those.
Yeah.
I forget, but yeah, they was whack. Whatever they was the whack ones.
Some whack
Oh,
one.
they wasn't,
the
they
day
wasn't
they came
retro.
out.
They was wicked.
No, but I definitely
It was
learned my
Jordan
lesson a long
brand.
time ago, man, and that's why we operate different. You know what I mean? We honest, we upfront, and if we're not, you know what I mean, we'll suffer the consequences.
Does the
But we don't know
relation-
what that looked like yet.
Did the relationship change once you got on, like things started popping? Because you have to be aware of those things too, because the dynamics can be different.
Yeah, but it's adapt or die. And you know what I mean? That's with anything, I feel like. And I feel like I'm good at that. And we're good at that. And we communicate. And if we don't, you know what I mean? It's a problem. So, as long as I'm, always keeping the lines of communication open, I'm Gucci. And I think that goes for anybody. Relationships work on that. That's the biggest shit.
Communication is the key to all success and
Respect for
happiness.
sure. And then communication. I've been talking about this all month. Like respect is
Respect is
everything.
underrated.
Like, yeah. And that's on some hood shit. That's on some business shit. That's
On
on
some real
everything.
shit.
Like
Right.
Respect.
you walking down the street, you look a man in his eye, he gonna treat you different than a nigga that's just walking
Respect
around
is
like,
better than
Yep.
communication.
Nah, for sure. For
I
sure.
think they equal. You need both.
You need both.
But no, they're hand in hand. You know what I mean? It's two sides to that coin. You know what I mean? If you got enough respect for somebody, you're gonna be willing to communicate.
With them. That's
So
right.
you know what I mean? Respect definitely is first for sure.
Drop a gem.
I like to think of myself as a wise man. I've been through a lot of shit, man. So I wear it proudly. I don't like run from my past or anything like that. And I know what I'm about, and I know what I'm focused on right now, and it's definitely not fucking up my relationship. So.
All right, now let's talk about something, and y'all all got to answer this question. Nobody could say nothing, okay?
Uh-oh.
The question is, what is it okay to lie about?
How much money you make?
I have a question for that. To who? What is it okay to lie to who about?
To your significant other.
To your
That's what I thought
significant
you
other?
meant.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
What
you
is it
meant.
okay to lie about?
Her weight.
That is sweet.
Somebody in here going through some things. Point them out.
No.
L'Oreal,
I think lying is
Lying is
a bad
bad.
thing.
sometimes it's okay, though, and that's why you got to answer the question. You ain't got to give... So it's okay to lie about who? It's okay to lie about how much money you make. L'Oreal, what is it okay to lie about?
Honestly, and I know maybe people gonna disagree with this, but I feel like your relationship with certain people.
Like who you fucked?
Nah, not even that. I mean your friendship. Sometimes you don't need to let nobody know how cool you are with
Yeah,
somebody.
that's true. Because then they take it the wrong way.
Yeah,
and try
people don't understand, because I know I have a lot of friends that are guys that I've been friends with since I was young, and I never fucked them, never nothing, never thought about them that kind of way. And I feel like a lot of people wouldn't understand.
Or misconstrue the
Yeah,
relationship.
so
for
I
sure.
just don't give a fuck to like express all my
That's a good one.
relationships today.
That is really
Yeah,
good.
That's a good one.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I'm dropping gems too. This is the dropping gems side. The dropping
I
gems
need
side.
to take that advice. I need to take that
Oh, I
advice.
learned that the hard way a long time ago.
Hell yeah.
Remember?
What?
You was. Oh,
You
wasn't
get
there,
it
but
thrown
you
in your
remember.
face.
I was there when
eventually.
what?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
No need to bring it up.
But okay. Stephanie, what do you feel like it's okay to lie about?
Smoking cigarettes.
Damn, I can kind of agree with that.
Damn. Y'all both
Yeah.
gonna smoke a
You know what
cigarette?
I mean? Like, just brush your teeth.
Nah, I quit.
Put toothpaste on your hands. Put some lotion on. Spray yourself.
Very
Nobody's
deceptive.
gonna know. Just don't smoke that much.
How long ago
Cut
did you
it
quit?
down.
Like a year ago.
Man,
If
listen.
you
You
wanna
haven't smoked
sneak in-
not one cigarette since.
I can't
It's
say
okay
that.
to lie
No.
about the air.
No,
But I
it's
said
that when
that
you
a year
drink,
ago.
when you
No.
quit and then you drink, it's like it fires up. You want that nicotine boost. You want it bad.
Smoke a blunt.
Not a blunt.
What, out of a backwood?
That counts as a cigarette?
I mean, it's tobacco. It's the same thing.
Oh, see, now I don't count that as a cigarette. You got me fucked up. I
It's,
fuck with tobacco
so you
wrap,
saying
but I don't
you
smoke
saying niggas
cigarettes.
ain't addicted to backwoods then?
I mean, if I
They are.
I'm
That's
not
the reason
saying
why I
they
don't
not.
smoke raw cones and papers because I'm addicted
It's
to
all
the
the
tobacco
same.
and the Dutchman.
But I just think that's I don't like the
Or-
smell. Me personally, I think sometimes you smoking a white paper and it go out. It smell like burnt out cigarette to me. I can't stand that smell.
It depends. I smoke rice paper, so mine's smooth.
See,
Go find
that's
some
some
elements.
Cali
Papers.
shit. We don't have that
Nah,
here.
y'all got elements. He just bought a fresh
For real?
pack.
No, I don't
rice
like none of
paper.
that. I need a
Rice
blunt.
paper. It's
That shit
fire.
probably costs
I like
$50 in New York.
We be so mad when we only got papers. You go,
Oh,
fuck
gotta
that shit. I
stuff
don't even
a
wanna
cone
smoke.
or some dumb
Yeah.
shit.
It just
like
burns
that.
too fast. Even if you stuff
It doesn't
to me,
give
I
me
don't-
everything I need.
Man,
Yeah.
next time I
Like-
pull up, I'm gonna roll y'all a real joint so y'all can really smoke a joint, cause somebody's rolling y'all some bullshit. If y'all ain't, the
Maybe,
joints ain't
maybe
burning,
that's what
like,
it is. Because I ain't
Nah,
fucking
I'ma
with
roll
the
you-
white.
I'ma
But
roll
we
on a
had
Duro.
some good
That's what I'ma do.
pre-rolls and everything. Shout out to Saucy,
Okay,
but
but no,
you,
I fuck
Saucy.
with the capo pre-rolls
'Cause
for
it's a blunt.
Saucy. But the other one is just
It's
weird.
paper.
It
You could
stinks.
roll
I
up
like
for us in
blunt
LA.
paper.
no, that's the
True.
difference. The capo one is a blunt.
It
That's the Jim
stinks.
Jones one. It's a
You
blunt.
know that shit
The
goes
other
out
one is
and it
just regular
stinks.
paper. That's why you hate it. You hate
All
it.
right.
smoke.
like
That's
cigarette.
tobacco.
Now let's see where y'all
tobacco.
morals is at, okay?
No.
So let's just say
No
you break
more.
up with somebody, but you use his Netflix account.
That's the morals.
Yo, y'all
want to
hear something funny?
Do you?
You not just gonna let me go that easily.
No, wait.
We
I'm
watching
for
this
sure keep me on
together.
Netflix.
Do you still use the account?
Yes.
Can I answer first?
That's
Yes,
petty
Gigi.
if you kick me off.
So listen, when I went back to my house to pack up all of my things, I went to watch TV, and my daughter's profile was no longer in the Netflix on the TV.
That's what I would do.
Whose,
King
whose
Petty.
Netflix was it?
His.
Oh, was it?
King Petty. But listen,
Ouch.
Not the daughter, though. Come on.
both
why
of our
your
names
daughter?
are gone, right?
Just
but how
you.
about this?
Damn.
How about this?
Erase
He
me.
didn't change the password, so
What the fuck was
I
the
can
point of that?
still-
You just
Right.
watch it.
No,
under-
just
I'm gonna
watch
tell you
it
what's the
under
point. I'm gonna
his-
tell you what's the point.
So you can
Because when he
fuck up
have
a
his little
show.
hoes over there, he don't want them to go to watch goddamn Chelsea Handler's documentary on Netflix and Gigi pop up.
Okay.
The same reason why
But
he took
that's
all of my
fair-
pictures out of the house.
Change his
But that's
password.
fair enough. Y'all broke up. You would do
But
the
I
same.
hadn't moved out yet. I still was living there. Like, you petty. But the password didn't change.
little
so
petty.
there's
That's
that.
how you know it's on the go and
Right.
you're Netflix.
Which is why I now live in Atlanta.
All right.
When your name ain't on that account
Stephanie,
no more.
Netflix account.
But I
Are you
still
gonna
got the
still use his
password.
Netflix?
Actually,
It's on my phone.
my
Password.
ex was using my Netflix account for like 2 months.
I mean, this shit is like $7. Why?
I know.
Everybody the
Everybody
whole
on
hood
Netflix
uses
It's
my
the
Netflix
principle.
account.
It don't got nothing to do with the
Everybody
money.
uses my shit.
Why are we even talking about money?
Fine.
You're
Like,
talking
it's all
about
good.
principle, right?
So
Yes.
if it was the shoe on the other foot, yeah, I'm gonna use it for sure. I think I had broke up. Not broke up. I stopped talking to somebody that I never even slept with, but he had gave me his Stars password or his HBO password.
And Power is lit right now. It's the last season.
So I was using his password, and then he changed the password on me like after I didn't speak
The
to him for
nerve.
like 2 weeks.
Cornball.
But it was all good because, like I said, everybody, the whole hood used my Netflix. So I just called somebody up and got their HBO. It was all
That's
good.
how me and Kay was with Netflix.
What about
Remember,
it?
when I was living in that apartment in Inglewood, they had free Wi-Fi in the building. I was like, well, I'm never going to
Not
get
that
cable.
Inglewood.
Yeah, I was about to say, nah, Jersey. Not for
Not
sure.
that
It's probably
area.
nice
No,
as
it
hell
was
over
Jersey,
there.
Inglewood. It
No, it was
wasn't
Jersey.
really nice.
Inglewood. Yeah,
He was like, you was living in Inglewood.
No.
What about if your cell phone is under
Inglewood,
his
why you
name?
say it like that, though?
No, I said no. I
Inglewood
never
was
Oh,
lived
okay.
there.
Nah, I felt a little like, yeah. She was like, no.
No.
What's your
Not that
motherfucking
Inglewood.
name? What's your name?
What do you mean, not that Inglewood, huh?
Inglewood
I
sucks.
know.
Inglewood's
Inglewood
nice,
sucks.
all right?
Nah, Inglewood got nice parts. I know that
No,
it's
for
not
sure.
terrible.
Yeah, see, I'm from the top side. I'm from the nice parts where all the houses are and shit like that. I mean, Inglewood is beautiful in general. Like, you go to the
Yeah.
bottoms over there, it's,
Nobody
it's
was
cool.
saying
California
never
is
been.
beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's the most
California.
like
That's how
beautiful part of
Inglewood
like LA to
Ain't
me.
this Inglewood?
Nah, I know people who live in Inglewood.
Nah, but I know Inglewood, New Jersey is very nice. It's Inglewood, New Jersey.
It's all right. It's all right. It's
ain't that
okay.
nice.
Now, what
It's
about
all right.
what about if it's you, right? And you guys break up, and her cell phone is under your name, under your account.
Oh,
That's different.
that's
Yeah, that's
You know, 'cause that's on
different.
some business. But I mean, if
And
it's
she
under
gonna
my
be talking to
account,
other boyfriends.
no, I'd
on
let
your
it go
phone?
because I don't need to be the nigga that's like going back and trying to like be like, hey, yeah, can I get the text
What if
messages
her
from that
bills
second account from the last?
auto pay on your credit card?
Nah, see, no, bitch, you gotta go, right?
That's true. Yeah, I think so.
She's
I
like,
think so.
right?
I mean, I already know the rules to the game. That's something that my wife established. Like, if it's over, it's total separation. Like, it wasn't no like, you know what I mean. That's the last conversation we had, and that was probably like 8-9 years ago. You're like, if we're gonna call it quits this time, I'm like, I'm deucing you. You'll probably never see me again. I'll probably hit the corner if I see you walking down the street just to avoid your bitch ass.
Or
Like,
just move to a whole nother state so you don't have to see me.
for real, you know what I mean? Like that
I
type
now
shit.
live
You
in
know?
Atlanta. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
God,
notorious
Is
for
that the
too.
name
I
of
moved
this
to a whole other
episode?
state.
I now live in Atlanta.
God damn. All right, Childish Gambino.
Y'all funny. Y'all too much.
Do you ever have flashbacks? You know how, like, as women, right, when our guy dates somebody else, even if we're on a break, we still be bringing that shit up years later and thinking about it. Do you ever still think about it or bring it up?
Nah, I'm not
You be
petty.
thinking about
man.
them J's?
I'm not
Right.
petty.
On the
Nah.
Adidas, bitch.
I don't do
Obviously,
that.
he brought it up.
I don't ever.
We didn't know about them shits till he told us.
I don't ever bring up other bitches. Like, I feel like it's such a waste of my time bringing
that-
up other bitches.
That's just petty in general on both sides.
If
A
I
nigga that'll
forgave
do that
you-
or a woman that'll do that, you just petty.
Yeah,
And, you
like,
know,
I don't ever
we
do
can be
that.
both, you know,
But
women can be petty,
don't
men can be petty.
guys do it to me though. They never let it go. You find out one little hint of me talking to somebody is never it's the never ending story. I never hear the end of it. But me, I don't do that. I don't bring up other people. Like, please, a bitch. I wish a bitch was that special for me to be saying her name.
That's a good way to think of it.
I swear to God, that's
That's
I
a good way to
swear.
look at
I
it.
don't ever do that. I mean, and when it's happening at the time, I'm a
Yeah,
spaz. I'm a spaz.
not
You
gonna
know,
bring that
real
back.
quick, like,
But
yeah, you
that's
with
damn,
this
like,
dirty,
that's big of
dirty,
you.
dirty, dirty, and
Dirt,
then
dirt.
you know, once I let it go, once we're already back to okay, you know, everything is fine. We're getting along. I'm not ever bringing up another bitch.
What if you find out things that you were lied to about? So, like, say that person or the person you was dating lied to you about specific things. You're not gonna bring it up, and you find out.
and I find out
Yeah.
later.
Let's say
nah,
that-
I'm good
let's say
for
she got
holding it
pregnant
in.
and had an abortion and you just found out later.
Oh no, a guy I was with had a whole secret baby. I found out because I found the insurance cards in his house.
Damn.
Damn.
At least he was responsible.
Right, he had insurance for the
And I
baby.
didn't bring it up. I didn't bring it up for months.
So you were the nigga you searched his whole house?
No, I was making toast in the kitchen.
And it just had, okay, all right.
It was
yeah.
a regular morning. I was making toast in the coffee.
Niggas be messy
No,
sometimes.
you know, a lot of women will be like, bye, babe, have a nice day.
No, I don't ever look through my man. Ever. No.
Remember the episode on Sex and the City when
and he
Carrie
brought it,
found and
yeah.
she found a box and she was like, "What the fuck is in this box?" And it was like Boy Scout
And
memorabilia
he
or
walked
something.
in and he was pissed as hell. Yeah.
I'd have been like, you were such a cute Boy Scout.
She tore his apartment.
Have you ever caught anybody going through your stuff?
Nah.
It's so
I mean,
rude.
before 15 years ago?
No, never. Because I'm pretty straightforward. You know, if I'm on bullshit, it's out on the table. You know what I
just
mean?
think it's so funny. I keep picturing you breaking the window and
Then to get a vacuum.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't like I like
Was it one of
karate
the
punched that
side
motherfucker. I
windows?
was like, oh yeah.
Or was it
No, I was
like
like trying to bang on that
back
motherfucker, and that shit
windshield.
just cracked.
It was the back
Like,
passenger.
you
No,
really
it
had
was
to
her.
clean
Like
up.
it was the
The
driver's side
driver.
window. Yeah.
Oh, you was trying to hurt her.
I don't know
You was
my
trying
own
to
strength.
No, I was
You was
just
trying to
trying.
pull her through that motherfucker. No, I'm playing. We non-violent over here. We non-violent.
Yeah. No, it's all love. It's all love.
Now let me ask you
It's
this.
burning up.
I know it is hot in here. Sorry, I'm
It's
hot
good.
too.
I'm straight. I got on like a wife beater under this. I knew it was gonna be like this.
We gotta
Summer
change the
breeze.
name of wife beater.
Yeah, I don't think
You
that's
know what?
allowed.
Tank.
There is a
But
second
guys
name. It's
can't-
called slingshot, but I think
But
that's really
no,
like
that's
corny.
like-
Slingshot.
That's a
stripper
G-string.
outfit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a one-piece G-string.
You got a tank top.
And
Undershirt.
tank tops are for girls.
Borak.
Yeah,
There's a
exactly.
slingshot. Borak.
It
Very
gotta be
nice.
an undershirt.
How about a sleeveless thermal?
No.
No.
Because thermal is thick. It's thin as fuck.
An undershirt.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
an
that's
undershirt.
It's a tank top.
Not
Girls
girls
wear
sound like
tank
girls.
tops.
So
Look like
now,
spaghetti
since
strap.
you earlier you talked about right girls liking men that are married, why do they find some women? Would you tell your wife if like certain women that maybe somebody she knows was hitting you up, trying to holler? Or
Oh
would you
yeah, if
just
somebody
curb it?
no. I think if that happened, I'd take that as disrespect for sure. You know what I mean? Like, and I'd give her that because she hasn't really had an opportunity to let off, and I know she wants one. You know what I mean? Not like that, but
ready.
she's ready for that,
One
for
in the
that type
chamber.
of disrespect.
that
you know what I
type
mean?
of,
Yeah,
like, you
for
thought
sure.
You had one up on me.
Yeah, but
never.
y'all be surprised. I was at the homie Big B birthday party last week, and I brought my wife. Of course, we were just supposed to come in there real quick, take some pictures, get up on, and of course the album had just dropped, so people were all walking up. You know, oh, well, no. And this one girl in particular, like, decided to like walk up and like tell me something real close in my ear and like put her arm around my
Oh,
waist.
no, bitch.
Excuse
And
me?
Kelly like
Body
put all the
language.
force into her arm and was like,
Yeah.
Damn, she got bottles.
Exactly.
She got
Damn.
bottles over.
That bitch went down.
You gotta talk it to the mic.
No, I'm the same way. No,
Okay, take his
you
shirt
can't
away.
play-
That type of shit
you can't
happen to me all the
play
time, though.
somebody's husband
That type of
clothes.
shit happen to me all the time, and you don't know who you standing next to until
Right.
she puts her hand on your chest and grabs your brassiere and pulls you out the way. And then I'm like, that's Kelly, and she's holding your brassiere while she's shaking your hand.
Like, nice
You know
to
what I
meet
mean?
You
Yeah,
deserve
like,
that.
no, for
Kelly
sure.
a G.
I love that you love my husband.
That's my sis.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be
I
with
don't like
anybody
that.
else if she
Inglewood.
wasn't like
I don't
that.
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
closey, touchy feely shit.
Ain't that
friendly
shit kind of
with
weird
my
though?
husband.
Just in
I
general,
don't
like
that.
if
It
I'm
is
like
weak as
if I'm
fuck.
with you and I got my arm around you and I'm walking down the street, we friends. I know 9 times out of 10 if somebody come at me and try to like get up in my space, it's gonna be awkward in general just because I'm with you as a friend.
Right.
So imagine
Right.
my wife
Your
standing
wife.
next to me and somebody getting that close to me and her not doing nothing.
Bitches is disrespectful.
No,
now.
I would have
Yeah.
skirt her too.
Oh yeah. She hit her with the hardest skirt. I was so proud.
I would've been
I told all my
crying
homies the
like,
next day. I was like, "Hey, you see that? Y'all didn't see that? Yeah, Kelly went at her. Yeah, it was
I would have
nice."
been crying.
I've
Nah.
skirt a couple bitches in my lifetime for my boyfriend, for sure.
And it'll
for
be
sure.
an issue if they got bad intentions, but a lot of them just be drunk and be out. And,
right, they're
and you know,
that's
sometimes they don't know you give them that pause. And she definitely, like, once I was like, this is my wife, she was like, oh, hello.
Oh, yeah.
And then Kelly,
Too
like,
late,
that's one
bitch.
thing about
No,
her.
it's-
She'll, like, when she shakes your hand, even if she ain't mad at you or nothing, she's already going to give you a firm handshake. But once you on that bullshit, it's like bare
Bitch.
grip. It's like some whole other, like, I'm trying to, like,
Has a
hey,
woman ever tried to approach y'all for a threesome?
Nah,
yet?
we don't get
Kelly
that,
ain't
nah.
playing that
But
shit.
still,
I'm gonna
women
tell you
will
right
try
now.
it.
No, I believe that. And like I
will
said,
try
man,
it.
we had this conversation earlier. I think we both talked about it so much, like me and her just on some, like, you know, just having conversation, and it's never gonna happen. Like, on both sides, because her thing is, you know what I mean? If it were to happen,
Which it never will.
yeah, which it never will, you know what I mean? It would be me, her, and a dude.
Oh,
Which,
no.
yeah, and you, I know you
can't
say, oh
believe you
no,
agreed
but
to that.
that's her stipulation.
I mean,
And then for me, it's the other
if
way.
it's
Of
good
course,
for the goose, it's good for the gander.
Nah,
You
but-
can't invite
no, I'm
somebody,
saying,
why
but
can't I?
no, but that's what I'm
And she's
saying. Like,
bluffing you,
and that's
too,
where,
'cause
Yeah,
again, for
she
sure.
don't really
But
want
she's
that.
just like, there's never gonna be another woman in our bed. Period. So the only way this is gonna happen is if another nigga. And I'm like, man, that's not gonna happen.
So
So
it's
that's
just
our
not gonna
stalemate.
happen.
And then we go to bed angry. Nobody fucks, and
Yeah.
we don't
Let's
talk
not
about
even
it
have
for
that
like
conversation.
another
Well,
like
at least you
6
have
months.
each
Yeah, like
other.
fuck that shit. Good night. So we definitely had the conversation, but we've never been approached by anybody. And I don't know. You see Kelly and you meet her and you
My
know what I
angle
mean?
is sis ain't with the shits, all right.
Nah, she's a different type of woman, man, and I respect her. I wouldn't even like put it
No,
through.
but
none
you
of
gotta
that.
be careful because girls be acting cute. Like the girl who talked all up in your ear in front of her. Like girls be acting cute. She might come up to you and be like, "Oh no, I was trying to talk to you, baby."
Right.
Oh, Kelly, your head butter. That's what you don't know. Yeah, go ahead, try that. I think that's one of her biggest pet peeves. Somebody trying to play the bullshit because you can see the bullshit
You know
from a
that's
mile
the
away when you're looking
bullshit.
for it.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, I definitely know she ain't with that shit.
Now,
Somebody gonna
traveling-
get beat up.
Traveling as much as you do you have to talk to your wife every day?
Yes, it's important. It's important for me, just for my sanity. I get homesick and shit like that. I'd be tired of it, to be honest. And not that I'm tired of you guys. I love this. This is wonderful.
Yeah, I'm like,
But
damn.
like we be on the road a lot, and even with like doing shows and like just sitting down with people you've never met over and over again, it gets tricky, man. And like going to labels and like going to like these like DSPs and stuff like that. That's the worst because those are like revolving doors where every time you sit down, it's a new nigga sitting in front of you. Like, yeah, this is the new VP and this is the new head of this and that, and you're like, hello, okay, hello, how you
Right.
doing? My album, hello, how you doing?
Plus, I hear Top Dog is very draining.
Nah. Oh. Damn, I was like, wait. Look, Big B.
Do you guys have children?
Huh?
Do you have children?
No.
No.
I love children. Me and my
Okay.
wife always talk about it, but you know, we were privileged enough to like be able to take our time and make that decision. A lot of people get tossed into that.
Right.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because y'all live your
Yes.
life. Do you go on? What's the last vacation y'all took together?
Cancun on my 30th birthday. We
Oh,
went for
that's
5
cute.
days. It was gorgeous, man. It was lovely. I was water skiing. We was jet skiing on the water, and she doesn't swim. Well, she swims now. She's
I don't know
learning
how to swim.
So
Put
she's
that out
been
there.
learning. Like we went to classes and all that stuff. She's doing really good. But
Where is she from?
She's from Jamaica.
Okay. Wow, she from Jamaica.
Well,
And
she's
she
from. I
can't
mean, she from 76 and San Pedro, but you know her
She's
family's all
around-
Jamaican.
Caribbean.
Nah, but you gotta remember, like that's a
Come
real
out the
thing. Like
pussy
not
swimming.
not just black people in America. Like black people in there's a lot of black people that just don't swim. Can't
Trust me,
swim,
I
never
know.
Oh,
learned.
listen, there's
Angela.
this show. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's called Adam Ruins Everything. Have you seen it?
No.
So what Adam Ruins Everything, he explains facts or whatever. He said that the reason why a lot of black people in America don't swim is because they segregated the swimming pools when they first built them, when they first made public swimming pools in America, they segregated them. So finally when it was allowed for black people to come swim, the white people were like, nope, they closed down the pool. So since then,
didn't
it's
learn.
just, they never got to swim.
I'll tell you why I don't know how to swim. Because when we was growing up, my brother took swimming lessons at the Y, and I wanted to watch cartoons instead. And then when I went to high school, I just didn't want to get in the pool, so I kept saying I had my period every time they tried to
It
make,
was
because you
time
had
for swim
to,
lessons?
yeah.
I
And
thought
then-
we didn't
to
learn how
private
to
school.
swim because, the ships came and took our ancestors away and turned us into slaves, so we didn't want to touch the water again. But me, I know how to swim.
I know
That's
how to
hilarious.
swim.
Well, then that's
'Cause
not
I'm
even
like,
true.
I've been swimming
That's
since
not
I was a
even
kid, though. But my
you know?
mother swims. Her brothers used to like dive off the high dive
my
type
dad would
shit.
throw us in the pool as babies.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got
We
that
didn't have
treatment.
really,
Yeah,
but
we
I
were
said,
really
how
young.
you learn?
Listen, I grew up. My grandfather had an in-ground pool in his nice house. that I
That's
grew
nice.
Up, and I knew how to swim before I knew how to walk.
Well, I grew
I
up
got
in Brooklyn,
lessons.
and we don't
All
really
of us
have
did.
pools
Yeah, I
in
grew
Brooklyn.
up in New York City. We
No.
didn't
You didn't go to
swim.
camp? I feel
No, I
like when
never
I
did.
lived in
Swim
Brooklyn,
camp,
they
everything.
sent our ass to camp.
We didn't
and
have camp money.
I learned,
we
no,
didn't
the
go to
camp was
camp
free.
either.
Oh, we
You
didn't
got
have
to do some
nothing about
research.
At the rec,
we didn't qualify for that no neighborhood.
Yeah, everybody
space
had
lunch.
Listen, everybody had a
camp.
free camp when you ain't had no money.
And
Nah.
then
Parents
they
did
sent
not
swimming
know
on
about
like
no
Wednesday
free
would be
camp.
swim day.
They sent you
You
away
only
for
had
at
that
least
one
3
bathing
weeks.
suit.
It was
You had
something
to
They
buy
had
the
a
bathing suit on
free
Tuesday to
3-week
make sure you
camp?
It was called Camp Onita. It was all girls. You
I
could
never
Google
heard of
it.
that.
I'm pretty sure it still exists. So for people that don't have money like that and live in New York, me and all my sisters
Let me
went
look.
to
What's it
camp
called?
for free.
Camp Onita?
Camp Onita. You went upstate.
Onita, that's
We
somebody's
stayed-
auntie.
That ain't Anita. Onita.
Right.
No, Onita. It was white people, bitch.
I need to learn how to
That
Onita
swim.
sounds like
wasn't
the camp
there.
my daughter went to, Windy Gap. it was like some sleepaway camp that was like affiliated through her high school.
That's how she learned how to swim?
No, she got thrown in the pool as a baby too.
Oh, yeah.
She was raised on the beach.
Now that's some scary shit.
My grandmother
Let's see
had
if this ninja baby can swim.
my grandmother had a beach house in Wildwood growing up, and once I was old enough to say that I didn't want to go anymore, I stopped going, but I would go like every summer of my life, as a little kid. And then my dad, when my daughter was old enough to go with my dad would take my daughter every summer.
Oh, that's
But I haven't been since I was like 14.
How did you learn how to swim?
Jesse Owens. Jesse Owens Park is like the big hood pool. It's like the only Olympic size pool that I know of within like 10 miles of anything. Y'all used to go to Jesse Owens too, huh? It's like cost like $1 to get in there. They give you a little ticket. You go put your clothes in the thing, had a hook on your shit. Yup. And you get in Jesse Owens, and they had 2 diving boards. They had the diving board that was like 3 feet off the water, and then they had the Olympic diving board. So when we were younger, my mom used to take us to Jesse Owens to just have us, first of all, swimming across. You know what I mean? In the deep end. That was big. That was huge to be able to make it from one side of the full pool. And an Olympic pool it's different than that backyard pool shit. It's like a good like 30 feet or something. I think it's 30 feet or something like that, and it's like 12 feet deep. So yeah, we used to like jump off the high dive and like all type of shit when I was younger. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So yeah, like we were in Cancun. I jumped off like a 30-foot like high rise or something like that.
Yeah,
into the water. Yeah, it's fun, man.
David's or whatever it's called.
I don't like to jump.
Yeah.
I'm scared of that.
I jumped off.
I feel like once you hit the water for something
And
with
then
me,
when
I'll be
you're in
like,
Miami and you're on the yacht and you go out to the sand dunes and
I don't jump in there. No,
I do it all the time.
Yeah, I love that type of
water.
shit. I'm for sure adventurous like that.
There's sharks and shit in that water. I'm cool.
No, it's not.
Dolphins and shit.
You might see a manatee, but you ain't gonna see a shark.
In Florida, I seen
In
dolphins.
Miami.
In Miami,
in that part of the water,
we seen
where
dolphins
the sand
for
dunes
sure.
is at. It's
We
like
have?
shallow water over there.
Now let me ask you this: how much do you believe in relationships with no strings attached? Is there really such a thing?
No, never.
That's called a
Never.
situationship. It's not a relationship.
Now you
Everybody
can.
got quiet.
I'm
thinking-
waiting for the.
No, I feel like people get ghosted all the time. So people love to like say no strings attached and shit like that. But if you're in a situation where you're trying to fuck on somebody or y'all take it that far, there's already feelings involved. Or at least that's me. I know I'm not ruthless enough to just be like, I'm just gonna fuck and like, it don't work like that. That's why I don't do that type shit, because I'm emotionally attached to. Yeah. So, I already know if I'm like going to put that energy into something else, they gonna feel some type of way after I'm done, because I'm going in with the gusto. I just live my life like that. So I don't even want to ever put myself in that type of situation.
I was thinking about this song, That's Why I Love You, right? Because that feels like a no strings attached type of relationship.
That's exactly what the song is portraying. But you see how many people relate. They love that song. That's crazy. It took me
It's a
4
nice
years
song.
to build up the courage to even put that out.
Wow.
Like,
Right.
yeah, for sure.
Because people like to fucking
Yeah,
be with people
what kind
and
of
just fuck.
attention?
It's
What
so weird.
What kind of attention do you think I've gotten off of that song alone?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I
why
mean?
that girl
And
came up to you
just
in the
being
club,
in my
your arm
situation,
around
look
your
at
damn
that.
waist.
That's crazy.
It
Ain't that
stands out a
crazy?
lot.
Man, big dog, what's going on, man? Hello?
Damn. Maybe he butt dialed you.
He probably did. Sway, I love you, man. I'm on the lip service, man. Come on, man.
Sway, answer.
That's cool.
So funny.
Oh, he did text me. He said, you good. Oh, I butt dialed him.
The plot
Just
thickens.
kidding.
Damn.
That was a just kidding.
Well, at least he called you back.
Yeah, that's nice.
You gonna text
I
him back
love
while we
him.
doing the interview?
Yeah, I got to.
don't play
I
with
did.
me.
He's like at some
Don't play with
important
you, that's
ass
my
shit,
guy.
dog.
Tell him L'Oreal said hi. That's my brother. It feels like we fell and went
Are
to
we
hell.
in a sauna?
I know, it's hot in here.
I'm about to
but yeah,
die,
so
and
you
I'm
said
never hot.
we were talking about That's Why I Love You, right? So have y'all ever been in a relationship that was no strings attached, where you just had sex and that was it?
I'm fresh off of a 10-year relationship, newly single, and I've been having sex with someone, and we're not in a relationship, and I don't want to be in a relationship.
You feel like you
So,
love him, though?
No.
You have feelings?
Am I? No.
Your pussy. When you fuck, sometimes the feelings come and then it go away.
Can y'all
when
open
it's
that
over.
door? It's so hot in here.
I'm about to die.
Leave it open. There we go. Yeah, I believe that you can have that type of thing if both people are on the same page.
On the same page.
I'm
Yes.
not-
It has to be
I
a
think
mutual
some-
situation
and
agreement.
sometimes you just meet people that are just good for that.
I think what's important in that though too is like you you kind of have to be single, or you have to be like as honest as you possibly can with who you need to be honest with. You know what I mean?
GG.
But it's always best if you're single. You don't want to be in no relationship trying to be like, yeah, this is no strings attached, baby.
Well, yeah, of course, if you're
No,
single.
you
Yeah,
gotta
that's-
be single.
Yeah.
I feel like it's better when you're not around that person that much. Like if y'all live a distance
different
away
states or
or
something.
something like that. I think because the more you're around somebody, the more you start to care for them. I don't care who it is. You're going to catch feelings. If I'm around you all the time, if I'm around someone all the time, I'm gonna eventually start to care more for them or feel more way. That's what.
Or you're
that's
going to be
what me-
annoyed, so it
Or
has to be
that, and
something
I'm
one
like,
way
get
or
the
another.
fuck away from
Right.
me. But then if I'm annoyed, you can't even get me in the room with you. Like I'm the kind of person that's like, you annoy me, get the fuck. Like I can't be annoyed.
Could you fuck with somebody that's stupid?
No,
No.
no.
Damn.
No. It's
Only in the
it's so
beginning.
many stupid people too. It's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'll say that out loud proudly. You know what I mean? Just because I live based on logic. There are delusional people, which is to me, it's not. You're not stupid because there can be people that are book smart and all that shit.
Right.
But you know what I
They don't
mean?
have
They're
no
just
fucking common sense.
yeah, and not just common
Common
sense,
sense ain't
just
that common.
just sense about like what's real and you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm a singer. You know, I'm gonna be an artist one day. You want to
Maybe
hear?
they are.
Yeah, I got
Why
these
you talking like
these
Elmo?
three songs. Because that's how that's how goofy people be seeming when they don't get it. You know what I mean? And it goes to relationships. It goes to everything. Like girls falling for the bullshit. Niggas be on bullshit, and then niggas falling for the girls that be on the bullshit. Everybody be like, and a lot of things is like the imagery of things is what fucks people up. Like what you see on Instagram and when you look at Twitter and people posting and this and that, you're like, yeah, I like that. And then you meet that person in person
Like,
and you
and
like,
they feel-
it's
it's
two
way
different
different,
things.
first of
It's
all.
different, man.
No
It's
substance.
crazy. Yeah, no substance. People don't care about that.
I think that knowledge is like somebody that's knowledgeable, has wisdom and stuff like that. I think that's attractive to me because even if you could put me on to certain things or you know what I mean? I think it's something about that that's just sexy to me. But if you're like dumb, because I feel like people mask the dumbness. So when you first meet them, you're like, oh, they look good, or you like them, or you're attractive, and that's what's up. But the more you start talking to them is when you find out they're dumb.
Absolutely.
You don't
Right.
never know in the very beginning. But like with me, once I find out you're a certain level of dumb, and I'm just like, oh, get the fuck. You're not. I can't do it.
That's real. And it takes a while sometimes. You might be with somebody for damn near 4 or 5 months before you realize like, wait,
Right.
what?
This motherfucker's
What
an
did,
idiot.
what did you say?
Right. No, but I like, you think that you want to be with somebody who's really smart, and for me to say that I don't want to be with somebody dumb, it's a lie. I smoke a lot of weed. That's like saying a mouthful. Sometimes I feel like me, myself, I'm just airy as fuck. But I was with somebody who is so smart. Like this guy, he's brilliant. He was like my encyclopedia. I didn't need spell check. I didn't need nothing. I Googled nothing. Everything I needed. But I
The
feel
Jeopardy
like
champ guy.
he could be a Jeopardy champ. Seriously, we watch Jeopardy. He knows all the answers. He's brilliant. But
I'd never be.
That's not me.
Yeah,
For sure.
no,
I'd
but
be like, how do
listen.
people know this?
I'm smart. Like I have common sense, but at the end of the day, I know I'm still like a Neanderthal. Like when it comes
Listen.
down to it, my lady makes me way better. You know what I mean? She helps out a lot. Like I'm a
and let
nigga,
me tell
so.
you, I felt like being with him kind of made me stupid. Like it kind of made me feel like
Inferior?
it didn't make me feel. It literally like I started forgetting how to spell words. Like I found like every
lying.
Because you were
single
like
thing.
codependent
like
on
she-
his
Yes,
intelligence.
I was so codependent on his intelligence. Like I felt like if he wasn't around, like I'm calling him like, so what time does the DMV close? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
He's
like,
He's like,
Google's
Google that.
Because he just knows everything. So
Yeah, you know what time the DMV closed?
so
Nah,
I'm
he's
not gonna
smart.
lie.
Yeah, that's smart.
After he and I separated, I was able to like get back into reading. And
He was like leading you to the water.
start
That was a
getting
problem.
my brain back.
You forgot where the water was. You knew he was just gonna lead you to the water.
I've
Yeah.
never met
Where's
anybody
the
like
water?
that.
Exactly.
Remember one
I'm out
time
here
DMV
like, I know. Where's the water? You got me? Exactly.
Do you feel like women are usually the smarter one in the relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a medium. I like him knowing some shit that I don't know and me being able to teach him too.
No,
It's all about
definitely.
balance.
For sure.
That's what I like.
For sure.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 in bed, if you were being honest?
In what era of my life?
Just having sex on a scale of 1 to 10.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure.
Just
Like,
a
you know what I mean?
broad spectrum of
I've been fucking since I was
generalization of
16. You know what I mean? I'm a little older now.
Oh, so
I mean,
your score
I
dropped, you
care,
think?
so I'm gonna give myself a 10 for sure. I care, and you know, I'm carrying weight, so it ain't like I'm walking in there, ashamed.
When you were 16,
I'm walking in confidence.
when you were
so I'll tell
16,
that.
what was your number?
10, yeah,
So you
12.
were 10.
I was jackhammer Johnny. I was going in there.
Because you was fucking back to back to back.
Jackhammer Johnny don't sound like a 10 to me.
That's more like a 7.
No, now you know what? Now I will say this.
That's more like a 7 if you're working with something heavy.
I was a strong
yeah,
8.
yeah.
Now I'm a 10.
We
Now
don't
I'm
want
a
no
10 in my
jackhammer.
relationship because we know each other so well, and we go into it with a game plan. It ain't like we just like, you know what I mean? We can't just be like exploring each other's bodies. No, we in there like
You know what it is.
All right. Turn
You
on.
never lazy?
Yep. Yes. I am.
But that's not a 10.
You can be
No,
lazy
no,
when
wait,
you
wait,
with
you
your
can- wait,
significant
I
other
can't be
wife
saying
for
that you're
that many
lazy.
years.
Sometimes. Off nights?
You can be
need a
lazy.
break.
He has the right to be lazy. They
What?
both have the right
You
to
have-
be lazy.
I'm sorry,
They
we're
have
going
each
to
other.
demerit 1 point for that. 9.
9.
That's a 9.
We're taking 1 star back.
No, I'll say this.
Do you
Angela
initiate
snatched
more
the
or
star
does,
from you.
or does she initiate more?
No, I'm definitely the initiator for sure. But and we talk about this too. Like,
9.5.
it's fucked up because when I want it, there's always things that can stop things from happening. But when she wants it, oh yeah, you healthy, nigga. You fine. I know you alright. Yeah, your blood pressure is all good and shit. Nah, fuck all that. Yeah, exactly.
That
Yeah,
means
what
you
you thought
share
this
too
was.
much. She know your blood pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I never get no passes like that. But
What's the worst you've ever been? Like, can you recall a situation when you were like, oh, I need a do-over?
nah, not really.
I'm weak.
Nope. Nah, I can't say that.
You
Nah.
know you've had an off night.
Nah, for sure. Nah, but not like where I've been like so off that I've wanted to take it back. Nah.
You never couldn't get hard?
What? No. I don't have those issues. It's like 40-year-old nigga issues.
That's not true. That could happen from having.
Yeah,
I'm 40.
it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, you taking jabs at my
40-year-old
friend.
man issues. You have a problem getting hard.
It could happen if you're really
I have a problem getting
tired.
wet.
Sometimes
okay?
she has a problem
Okay,
getting
then.
hard. Your nipples, maybe. I don't know.
No, girl.
No, I'm not.
These
I'm not.
nipples hard. 24.
I'm not that old yet.
They're
Strong
always
like
hard.
bull.
I did see her
Like that
nipples. They're
happens to
hard.
every guy, even if they're young. You never come too quick?
At some point, like
Yeah, I can't say I ain't done that.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
I'm-
an 8.
So there you go.
Wait, how
Look,
many?
hey, yeah,
That's another
look.
star.
No, look.
I want to know how long. Like, what was the
If you behind, you can
shortest?
hear.
Ooh,
He didn't even put it in.
plead the fifth.
No, but how are you feeling about the reception of the album? Because everybody's
man.
excited about it.
It's way better than we could have ever expected, man. I mean, we always go into this, me and my team, just knowing that we're confident in it and knowing that, you know, we hope it's well received. But, you know, us being confident is one of the most important things. So I feel like by the time it was time for us to release it, it had been like a month where we were just staring at the same stuff ready to go. So when we dropped it and people responded the way they did, it was just all joy, man. We just been chilling and having a good time, man. It's all love. I think we did, like they said, 40 million in the first 3 weeks so far, just on streams and stuff like that, not on like sales
That's
or anything
crazy.
like that.
And I'm not saying because you here or nothing like that. Once we knew
Yeah, we
you
were
was
like, we
even
gotta
in
make it happen.
town,
Thank you, Sam.
because
Thank you, baby Sam.
because the album is literally fire. And like
Thank you.
I mean, we have a lot of artists come up here, and I be like, oh, okay, when it come out, and I probably ain't listen to it, but that like
Yeah,
your
we
shit
were
is
like-
on repeat for me. I ain't
Yeah.
even gonna hold you.
Thank you
And
very
you got
much.
some amazing features on there.
Man, I'm proud of my
And people that you
features.
put me on to that I was like, who is this? She
Yeah,
sound
who are
amazing.
these and where you
Yeah.
find these new people at too?
Katia Bonet. Shout out to Katia. She's amazing. Shout out to Lil Wayne, man. Shout out to Dot, of course, man. Much respect to Miss Jill, man, taking her time out of her busy schedule to just bless me, man. That was amazing. And Zakari, everybody that was featured on
You
the
didn't think
project.
Kendrick, y'all beefing? No, I'm
No,
playing with
what
you.
I did. I said Dot, didn't I? I just said
I'm
yeah.
playing with you.
I was like, check the tape.
Run that back.
No, but really, congratulations. I'm glad that the album came out, that we love it so much. It's
Right.
really good. It's a vibe. Like when I'm in the house
Fire.
just chilling, because I don't have a lot of time at home. But when I am, I'm like, okay, what am I listening to? So I definitely been listening to
From beginning
Chasing
to
Summer.
end.
Yes, absolutely. So what's your favorite song on there?
It changes day to day just because I'm all in my baby. So I think right now it's Mood. We've been playing that one the most. Like Mood is definitely like, it's the jam. It's a feel. And Zakari is the one that really like blessed us with that, man. Shout out to him. He's definitely the mastermind behind that. Him and Cal Banks. And I just wrote some verses really, I feel like, and put everything together and kind of put it in the right place. But I know that it takes a lot more than just me to make things like this come together. And I'm definitely like happy to have the team I got and the people around me that help me to kind of like make this shit work.
Nice.
All right. Well, this is all very inspirational. And for people that have been in long-term relationships, they always go through the breakup period. Trust me, I work with two guys that have gone through many things throughout the course of our 10 years being on the Breakfast Club.
That's right.
And I've seen a lot of ups and downs
That's
happen in their relationships. But I think it's inspirational to see when people can go through it and work it through.
Yeah.
But the question is, when y'all take a break, do you have to say everything that happened during that break?
I don't think we did, but we did. We didn't have
You
to.
didn't have to, you just did.
Yeah, we did, definitely. And like me, I wasn't, a lot of people thought you think you gonna break up with somebody and it's just gonna be like flying at you, and you learn that it's a cold game real quick. You know what I mean? And
That's
when you
part of the
search, when
reason
you're
why you
looking
end
for
up
it
going back.
in the wrong places, you're gonna find it, and it's not gonna be what you expected. So I learned that the hard way, and she had an easy time because she's beautiful and she's kind, and you know what I mean?
Right.
She's something. She's a catch. You know what I mean? She's something to admire. So she had it easy. All she had to do is walk down the street.
Right.
My ass, I'm the nigga walking down the street chasing her.
Singing
You
and
know what I mean? Yeah, all kind of bullshit. So
The vacuum cleaner.
With the vacuum cleaner. With the dirt devil.
What made you realize she was the one?
my bullshit, just that situation in particular kind of set me straight. And just we've had thousands of conversations, man, before we got married, where we kind of just we know each other too well and we respect each other too much and we love each other way too much to, let anybody else. Like me, I'm really possessive. I know that about her, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I just know that, I'd rather be with her than without, you know what I mean? And
That's sweet.
whatever I gotta do, it's not easy, especially the position I'm in for sure. But, I've had years to like work on myself, and I think I'm much more mature than I was when we first got married, and it shines through. She trusts me. She know I ain't on no bullshit. She know I take care of my business, and I ain't got time for the bullshit. We making way too much money for me to be out here trying to fuck.
What'd
shit
she
up.
say about the album?
She loves it.
What's her favorite song?
Man.
Fucking leave.
I don't know. No, shit. I think it might be. I think she likes New Sky, but you'd have to ask her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Man,
Sue.
thank you guys for
Thank
having
you,
me. I
sir.
appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
You
We
guys,
appreciate it.
before we go, I want to ask you a question.
I'm scared.
Shit.
How about y'all? I'm nervous.
Am I the only one excited about our tour?
yes.
That's a good question. That
Oh
wasn't
my God,
hard.
you tricked us.
Yeah, she scared me. I was like, what she got to say now? Yes, Lip Service is going to be on tour. And we kick it off on the October 20th in Philly, where Gigi's from.
And Jilly.
So she's excited. We are going to be in LA too, by the way.
Oh, maybe we
dope.
can we call Jilly and get her to come to Lip Service?
Yeah, hook it up.
I know some people that know some people.
Okay.
Aw, shit.
But yeah, so we are excited. Lip Service, our first ever, like, for real nationwide tour.
Yes.
Tight.
Yeah, so
13 cities with Live Nation.
Mm-hmm.
We're excited. I'm excited.
And we have locked
We're
in some
excited.
guests already, right?
Yeah.
A lot
Can
of
we
good
say-
guests. Are
can we
we
say
saying
any of them?
anybody?
I know we doing G Herbo.
We got Wild Lucci. We got Matt Barnes coming.
We got Watch Jazzy.
Mm-hmm.
We got, who am I?
Super
It's
Scent.
so many
Super
people.
Scent is
Super
coming in
Scent.
NOLA.
We have a lot of
Yeah,
people
we got
coming.
some
I can't
people
even
coming.
think.
All right.
Oh, no, New York is going to be special.
Yeah, so
Let's keep
anyway,
that one
we'll
in the
keep
rack.
these announcements coming, but make sure y'all come check us out on tour. You can go to Ticketmaster.com and LiveNation.com, and make sure you go listen to SiR's album.
Chasing Summer, you guys. It's out.
This is the perfect time for that because you know
Yes.
it's cuffing season.
You know.
Man.
Oh,
Megan
shit.
said it was a hot girl fall, so we'll see.
What you got to name the fall. What is it?
Damn.
What do guys do?
Because they're saying fuck
Tough. He
boy
said he was
fall,
cuffing.
but I
Fuck
don't
boy
like
fall.
that.
But he said he was
I don't like
cuffing.
that.
He said he was cuffed.
Yeah, no, but he got to make up for the man.
You could be
Let's
cuffed
keep the
and still have a
cuffing
good
energy.
fall.
Let's
It could
keep
be
the cuffing
all-
energy.
Yeah.
It got
no,
a
I mean, it
rhyme.
already it's
Right.
cuffing season. It already has a
I mean,
name.
it's
I don't gotta
always
name it.
cuffing
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
in the
Fellatio
winter.
fall.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh my God.
You know what?
Ate a pussy autumn. No.
Oh my God.
No.
Somebody cut off L'Oreal's mic.
What?
All right,
that was
lip
good.
service.